He took her on a shopping spree, literally buying out half the mall to spoil her. That evening, they shared a romantic dinner where he surprised her with a necklace. Lan recognized it as a piece from their company's latest collection soon to be released. But Jing told her this one is unique as it's engraved with her name. They spent a passionate night together, deepening their growing bond. When Yu learned of this from her hired informants, she was furious. Consumed by jealousy and resentment, she vowed to make Lan suffer. At the launch event for the new collection, Yu set Lan up, accusing her of stealing a necklace identical to the one Jing had gifted her. When Lan defended herself, insisting that the necklace she wore was her own, Yu sneered, pulled the necklace off Lan, questioning how she could possibly afford such a luxury. She then called in security, demanding a strip search to ensure Lan wasn't hiding any other jewelry, while journalists eagerly captured the scandalous scene, hoping for a breaking headline. Just as Yu was enjoying Lan's public humiliation, Jing arrived. He firmly warned the reporters that any footage or articles harming Lan's reputation would have serious consequences. Turning to the crowd, he announced that Lan was his fiancée, and the necklace had been custom designed for her. His declaration left everyone, including Yu and Lan, stunned. Jing then told Yu he was fully aware of her actions but had been patient due to their childhood ties. Finally, he announced that his company was terminating Yu's role as brand ambassador, then took Lan's hand and led her out, leaving Yu shocked and embarrassed. Yu visited Jing's mother, who was furious when she heard about recent events. She wasn't happy about Jing's relationship with a girl she saw as totally out of his league. Yu fueled this sentiment, painting Lan as a gold digger. She then invited Jing's mother out to dinner at a new restaurant. There, they spotted Lan dining with Lu, which made Jing's mother even angrier, and convinced her that only Yu would be the suitable daughter-in-law. Little did she know this encounter had been set up by Yu and Lu. Later, Jing's mother asked him to bring Lan to meet her. Nervous about the meeting, Lan carefully selected a gift to make a good impression. Jing reassured her, saying his mother was a kind person. However, when they arrived, Jing's mother threw an envelope with 10 million at Lan, demanding she leave Jing. Lan refused, saying Jing was priceless to her. When Jing was asked to choose between Lan and his family, he firmly chose Lan and left with her. When Jing's mother's birthday came around, Jing told Lan she didn't have to attend the birthday party as he'd be on a business trip and wouldn't be there to support her if anything happens. But Lan was determined to go and improve his mother's impression of her. At the party, she presented a pair of custom-designed earrings as a gift, only to be mocked by Yu and Jing's mother as a cheap piece. Things escalated when a client who had harassed Lan previously showed up, accusing her of sleeping with him. Jing's mother was furious, and the guests began gossiping about Lan. Lu stepped in, exposing the client as a known harasser, but Yu quickly shifted the focus by questioning Lan's relationship with Lu. Lu clarified while they had broken up. Lan was still his best friend. Frustrated, Jing's mother ordered Lan to leave, and she walked out with Lu. Later, Lu asked Lan to help with an event his company was hosting. Grateful for his help at the party, Lan agreed, not realizing that the party incident had been set up by Yu and Lu. One day, while Lan and Lu were working together, Yu tipped off Jing about their location. When Jing called Lan to ask where she was, she lied, worried he'd misunderstand. That night, when she arrived home, Jing sarcastically asked her how her date with Lu went. Lan tried to explain she had only been working with Lu and hadn't told Jing to avoid misunderstandings. As they argued, a flirty text from Lu popped up on Lan's phone, making things worse. Lan insisted it wasn't what he thought, but Jing wouldn't believe her. Yu and Lu didn't stop there. Later, Yu gave Lu some drugs, and he slipped them into Lan's coffee. When Lan lost consciousness, he took an intimate photo with her and attempted to assault her. Fortunately, Lan woke up in time and managed to escape. However, Lu sent the photo to Jing, and despite Lan's attempts to explain, he refused to believe her and broke up with her. That night, Jing drank heavily and ended up drunk. Yu accompanied him and took him home. The next morning, Jing woke up to find Yu lying next to him. She attempted to convince him they had slept together. However, Jing, aware of his allergy to any woman's touch except Lan's, knew it wasn't possible. He told Yu clearly that he had no interest in her and warned her to stay away. Yu was infuriated. Meanwhile, Lan went to Jing's office, where he had returned to his usual cold demeanor. Lan firmly told him she would prove that she hadn't betrayed him. Unsatisfied with their failed attempts, Yu and Lu devised another plan. Yu sent Lan a message, claiming that Lu was in danger and urgently needed her help. Lan hesitated, but eventually decided to go to the location Yu provided. When she arrived, she found Lu lying on a bed. Suddenly, Yu grabbed her and tried to force her to drink some water that had been spiked. At that moment, Jing arrived. Lan, suspicious of Yu's intentions due to recent events, had taken a gamble by texting Jing, letting him know she was meeting Yu. She hoped Jing still cared enough to show up and check on her. Jing seized the spiked drink from Yu and forced her to consume it instead. He then dragged Lan out and locked Yu and Lu in the room. The spiked water turned out to be laced with an aphrodisiac, and Yu and Lu ended up spending a passionate night together, unable to resist the effects. The next morning, paparazzi, tipped off by an unknown source, swarmed the scene, capturing photos of Yu and Lu together in bed. The scandal dominated social media, making it the top trending topic and devastating both Yu and Lu's reputations. Yu lost all her brand collaborations as her public image took a severe hit, while Lu's company's share value plunged. Jing arranged for his mother and Lan to meet again, hoping that, now understanding Yu's deceit, his mother would change her attitude towards Lan. They met at a restaurant for a meal together. Unwilling to accept defeat, Yu and Lu abducted Jing's mother and Lan while they were in the restroom. Jing grew anxious when they didn't return to the table after some time. He tried calling them, but both their phones were off. Just then, he received a call from Lu, who told him that they had his mother and Lan, demanding 1 billion yuan to save them. Yu encouraged Lu to do whatever he pleased with Lan. They even hit Jing's mother, with Lan shielding her and sustaining a serious injury. Jing's mother finally realized her judgments about Lan and Yu had been wrong. When Jing arrived with the money, Lu taunted him by saying that 1 billion yuan was the price to save only one person and asked him to choose between his mother and Lan. As Jing hesitated, both Lan and his mother urged him to save the other. Since Lu and Yu had attached a timed bomb to his mother, he made the difficult choice to save her first. While he worked to detach the bomb, Lan was taken away. Fortunately, Jing's security guards arrived just in time and tracked Lan to a nearby abandoned warehouse. In a struggle with Lu, Jing cut his hand deeply on a knife, but managed to subdue him. They finally captured Yu and Lu, restraining them. Back home, Jing's mother apologized to Lan for her previous rudeness and thanked her for protecting her when they were in danger. She expressed her support for their relationship, suggesting that they should marry once they had recovered from their injuries. After all the challenges they had faced, the couple finally are going to walk down the aisle together.
I'm tangled in your little games, but love is worth the price we pay. Be mine until the stars align. We'll run our names across.
苏小冉，到办公室来一趟。